There go the share screen, fellas.
EA
Here
Sports
begin.
coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. High. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. High. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a 2nd-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jenkins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now Penix. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Luke McCaffrey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. You can repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Hyde. Into the hands of London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Hyde. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Barton, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll look to throw again. Dumps this one off to Algier. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. You look at the Saints defense, and they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the toss, here's Robinson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
2nd and 1.
Toss play to Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That goes for a gain of 31. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle they go. Jenkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Saints had 6 and 9 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
territory. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Atlanta.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's London. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 39 yards. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Chaz Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the room.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll throw with Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll go play action here with Penix. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 101 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jenkins. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Hyde. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they got to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Muscles him off. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To the air, Penix. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Position 18, pioneer.
And looking to throw, Penix. Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Routed it a little bit more than a slant. He's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Looking to throw, Penix. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat on the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a handoff up the middle. Jenkins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now Penix. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 4th down, on is Groupie to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one deep for London. This is caught inside the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Falcons.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off play action. High. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead is up to 8. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And just shutting him off there. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you just feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. High. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Second and 10. Back to throw. High. Short throw caught by Pitts. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give left side to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw. High. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. An audible here to get a new look. And his kick here is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. James Pierce. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Penix working out of the gun here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. James Pierce able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Slot man moves right. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Hyde. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hyde. He's got his man, Gates. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards. Robinson toss play left side. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This is 2nd and 8. Robinson up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
He'll look to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Looking to throw. And that nearly the first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now Penix going to hold on to it. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away.
Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, 94 yards. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
To kick off.
Escapes the defender. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now he winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Olave holds it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Saints.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense. With the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense.
You say what, man? I told y'all what I be doing, man. I be locking in away. Nah, man. It's 21 point lead, man. 4th quarter, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, baby. Hey, I wish Aaron was here. I would have told him this what you supposed to do. Goddamn me. Did what you supposed to do. Goddamn me. I ain't ain't gonna lie. He was fucking me up at first, boy. With them blitzes, he was getting back there. I said, nah, we gotta do something about that. We gotta make him come up out that shit, boy. See, he doing it right here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Man, it, like I was told, this what you supposed to do to a nigga, man. God damn me.
50 yards. And the Falcons extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
How you knew I came back over to the chat? Because my mic was still muted.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out.
It was, because I wasn't going to say nothing until after the game was over. And he said, don't come back here now. Come on, get that nigga.
And a decent return out to the 26.
He talking about I got a special way of knowing. Man, go ahead, share the love, man.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense
Bitch.
half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one,
On this speed. I don't like the police.
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Bruh, Ken, that's what bruh, you understand, that's what I've been doing.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Penix.
Try to make that nigga fumble. Like I said, he was getting me at first, Ken. That shit was frustrating me. I'm talking about getting back there, getting the pressure. I'm like, can we?
They'll set up to throw.
Nah, that my D line start ramping up though too. I was just happy with their performance. So we paid them their money for. I want to say my defense has been really good at tackling too, though.
Second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
He caught what? I know he was out of bounds. We gonna let that shit slide. Booth review, because that nigga was out of bounds. Yeah, that nigga was out of bounds. I'm glad Madden doing his job.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh, see that D-line just. They said, no, nigga. We can't let you. I'm sorry.
Doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play.
I'm drowning. Nice pass. But I have to be alone. I don't want to be my home. Don't feel like home no more. I want to feel like money. Hey Ken, that free safety only got like 86 speed. He could get burnt, boy. I guarantee you, if that was anybody else that was an interception. Come on, y'all. Y'all out here letting this nigga dice y'all up now. That's because I came in here and started talking.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. To the air again with Winston. The quick slant caught. Second and goal from the one.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in.
He had to get him a little something at the end. That's okay. He worked real hard for that.
A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
An onside kick? Come on now, man.
They're going to keep fighting.
He's trying to get the score ran up on them. That's Ken. He over there eating, feeding his face and shit. That's how you be sounding when you be gulping on that water. Like, damn, who thought that strong that I could hear them literally drink water?
You've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the Falcons going to use.
He talking about fuck you.
And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. This one into the hands of Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What the hell? 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 Come here. Touchdown. Fuck out of here. What the side? What the hell? What the hell? I know being Frankies. What the hell? Nah. We adjusted and shut that nigga down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
What the hell?
Well, I think that the folks here
What the hell?
this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
Come on.
But it does not appear
What the hell?
to be the case.
What the
There's
hell?
too much to handle on the other side in this one. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these
What the
offenses.
hell?
They were really clicking. It seemed like everything